You have just turned into
94.5 Whoa FM.
And this is unfiltered, untracked, and underground radio like you've never heard before. There are no sponsors, no scripts, and just the truth. This is your host,
Jed Mitchell.
All right. A lot to cover right now, so I'm gonna try to be brief but thorough at the same time. It finally happened. I'm sure if you're listening to this and you're not one of those things, you've come to the conclusion that it's happened. I don't know what it is, but there's these things that used to be humans. They used to be just like me and you, but they're not anymore. And I feel like all they want to do is eat us, which is wild to say, to be honest, but it's exactly what's happening. And just when you think people that used to be people eating you could be the worst thing, it's not. I was at the local community center today, and I don't know if you've been there, but it's where the amusement park that was there. I don't know. It's an old amusement park, and people have books. It's a good place to go. But while I was there was this thing referred to itself as a thing. When we asked it to identify itself, it said, "Thing. I'm thing." But when it said it in my voice. It sounded like myself talking back, which was absolutely terrifying. There was a few of us around when it happened, and it was quite literally the creepiest thing I've ever seen in my life. This thing seemed friendly enough. It answered some questions, but the questions it answered and the answers it gave only led us to have more questions. It has no skin. First off, you see it has no skin. It's just a red color, and you get closer and examine, and that red color is muscle and nerve endings, and it's gross. But I had asked, are there more like it? And it would draw a picture of a boat with flesh on it, and or whatever it was trying to draw. It was terrifying. So we ended up asking and getting answers along the lines of, yes, there are more. And not only are there more, but the one I was speaking to was about average human sized, and they said they were bigger. Not only are they bigger, but there are meaner. Not only are they bigger and meaner, but they can do things that these other zombie-like figures can't do. These things don't have flesh. But these things that don't have flesh can regrow flesh to look just like you or I. It could be your best friend right now. Your best friend that you're living in your house with, trying to survive through this whole entire shit show, could be one of them. And there's no way to tell, because not only can it look like you, but it can sound like you. And the worst part is its only main goal is to eat your skin. That is it. It just wants to eat your skin and look like you, sound like you, and then eat your best friend's skin. As if that wasn't crazy enough. So, I'd highly suggest thinking twice about the people you're hanging out with. If I am going to, but if I were you guys, I would implement maybe a buddy system or a question system, so you can verify. If you are separated from your friend for even 5 minutes, I would have a question system so you can verify that it's them. Don't mess around. These things are terrifying. But on a lighter note, before the whole thing popped up, I had talked to some locals, and I had talked to a man that I had met. His name is Clarence, And Clarence is actually one of the few people trying to bring back positivity to the county. So I don't think he realizes I did it. I hope most people don't realize that I do it. But I got a little recording of him talking about a little plan he has. And I hope you guys pay attention to it, because I think this is going to be something that, in all of this darkness, it will bring a little bit of light.
You know, I do have a little something, a little message I would love to get to all the people, all the beautiful people out there. You know, I'm planning on opening me a little club, you know. So, you know, in the coming times, I'd love some help from the folks across the county to get that club up and running. Yeah, you know, it's a little bit, you know, we're gonna have music, food, all the fixings of a beautiful good time. And then at the same time, we're going to have folks come up and read poetry, you know. I'm going to put the word out, you know, that I want the people across the county, across Solstice, to send me their input, you know. I want to see their submissions for poetry, and I'm going to let them read it off.
But like,
I'm going to call it the Verse and Vibe.
Can't tell me that doesn't sound like a place that is going to be just perfect. And I hope to see it come true. I hope it's not just some jibber jabber coming from nowhere. But as well as Clarence, I'd like to thank my buddy Oz. Not only is Oz the person that let me crash on his couch after this whole fucking place went to shit, but Oz is the reason you're hearing this right now. Oz got me this ham radio, which may have lowered quality just a little bit. It's not what I'm used to, but eventually I will get the right stuff. But in the meantime, if you bump into Oz, you make sure to give him a firm handshake and a pat on the back, and maybe even just a can of chili, because he is a great man, and he is the reason you're hearing this right now.
94.5 Woke
FM.